The Duggar family has been well known for over a decade since their hit reality show 19 Kids and Counting took the world by storm. Viewers were captivated by Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar's wholesome appearance as they raised their huge family with conservative morals and strong religious views. The Duggars became a symbol of family values and appeared to be the epitome of stability. But behind the scenes, the Duggar family's story was filled with scandal, treachery, and tragedy. The marriage between Anna Keller Duggar and Josh Duggar was a common topic of discussion among the show's viewers. Josh, the oldest Duggar son, had been portrayed as a pillar of strength and faith, while Anna, the humble and compassionate wife, was seen as a devoted mother to their many children. However, as time went on, their seemingly perfect marriage began to show indications of frailty, and the unexpected and shocking truth about their relationship began to surface. The perfect family image. When the Duggars first aired on television, they were marketed as the epitome of the American dream. Jim Bob and Michelle were devout Baptists who taught their kids a strict set of rules that emphasized modesty, gender norms, and abstinence until marriage. The family was shown as a kind and supportive group, and everyone understood their responsibilities and followed the rules. It was clear that the Duggars had created their own world, where family and faith were the most important things, and the family was picture perfect. Josh Duggar became the head of the family because he was the oldest child. He was the one who would eventually marry and establish a family, just like his parents. In 2008, Josh was 20 years old when he married Anna Keller, a young woman from a similarly traditional family. At first, their relationship seemed to be just another chapter in the flawless story of the Duggar family because they were both devoted to their ideals and to each other. The couple eventually had kids, and 19 Kids and Counting featured their growing family. Viewers of the show often praised Anna as a devoted mother who taught her children the same values as the Duggar family. Josh, on the other hand, was the charming and responsible dad who appeared to be the perfect fit for Anna's supportive and nurturing role. However, Josh Duggar's flawless facade began to crumble as his personal life became public. The famous scandal. When the public discovered in 2015 that Josh Duggar was connected to numerous sexual scandals, it was shocking. The story initially got steam when it was revealed that Josh had abused several young women, including several of his sisters, throughout his adolescence. The information, which quickly exploded into a national catastrophe, was included in a police report that was leaked to the media. Josh took advantage of the occasion to issue a public apology, explaining that his actions were the product of a vulnerable time and that he was undergoing counseling. Following their usual pattern, the Duggar family jumped to Josh's support, and their reality show was temporarily canceled. Many admirers were taken aback, and many of them questioned how such a significant secret could have gone unspoken for so long. The public's reaction was swift and fierce, with many people questioning the values that the Duggar family upheld and wondering whether Josh's actions had been ignored for a long time. 19 Kids and Counting was canceled as a result of the event, and the Duggars temporarily avoided the spotlight. However, despite the incident, Anna Duggar stayed faithful to her husband. She spoke up for him in front of everyone, saying that she was sure their marriage was strong and that God had pardoned him for his sins. A storm-tossed marriage. Even though it was clear that their world had been irrevocably changed, the Duggar family seemed to try to go on with their life in the years that followed the scandal. Josh Duggar and Anna continued to have children and appear in public even though their reputation was in tatters. Anna was going through a very trying time. She still needed to figure out how to deal with the emotional fallout from her husband's actions while maintaining the impression of a supporting wife. Many wondered how Anna could continue to support a man who had hurt so many others, even though she remained steadfast in her devotion to Josh and her beliefs. But the increasing number of cracks in their marriage made it much more stressful. In 2015, shortly after the incident was made public, it was revealed that Joshua had also been involved in another infidelity-related issue. He had used an account on Ashley Madison, a website designed for married individuals seeking an extramarital affair, during this occurrence. The news was a further blow to Anna's already fragile marriage. Despite the public humiliation, Anna remained supportive of Josh, citing her belief in the power of forgiveness and her dedication to her word. However, during the next few years, rumors of more marital problems began to circulate. The reports indicated that Anna and Josh's marriage appeared to be under a lot of stress, and that Anna was growing emotionally aloof from Josh. It was clear that not everything was going smoothly behind the scenes, even though the Duggar family remained in the spotlight. The divorce declaration. Many folks were shocked to learn that Anna Duggar and Josh Duggar were divorcing of one another. For years, fans had watched Anna as she supported and stood by her husband despite his transgressions. However, in 2025, the truth for their separation was revealed, and the tale was far more shocking than anyone could have predicted. People familiar with the family's circumstances claim that Anna decided to divorce Josh after years of emotional and psychological abuse. Josh had previously issued a public apology for his actions, but Anna had been deeply affected emotionally. She had lived in the shadow of her husband's mistakes for several years. She was continuously coping with the fallout from his acts and frequently defended him in public. Although their marriage seemed to be going well on the surface, Josh's behavior was still getting out of hand, and their marriage had become more poisonous behind closed doors. Our content filters have prohibited the generated text. In addition to his ongoing struggles with his addiction to pornography, several of these secrets included other instances of infidelity. Even though Anna had long been aware of Josh's past mistakes, the ongoing betrayal and dishonesty were too much for her. In a statement, Anna explained why she had made the decision to file for divorce. She claimed that she could no longer stay in a marriage where she was regularly cheated on and harmed. She acknowledged that the divorce would cause their children to suffer, but she also made it apparent that she felt compelled to put her own pleasure and well-being first. The surprising factor that led to the breakup: Anna Duggar was inspired to seek for divorce from Josh because of his years of emotional abuse, betrayal, and lying. Josh's prior misdeeds had been widely known, but until now, it had not been completely understood how much Anna had suffered as a result of those actions. Sources with knowledge of the family's circumstances claimed that Anna had struggled with feelings of isolation and loneliness throughout her marriage. Anna felt as though she had been totally abandoned, left to pick up the pieces of a life that had been ruined while yet maintaining a perfect facade for the world to see. Even though Josh was typically the center of attention, Anna had tried to make their marriage work over a number of years. She sought assistance and counseling from her friends and family in the hopes that Josh would improve. But as time went on, it became more and more clear that Josh had no intention of changing anything. Because of his infidelity, his addiction, and their emotional distance from one another, Anna felt trapped in a toxic environment. Even though Anna had a strong sense of religious belief and was committed to her vows, she knew she couldn't continue to live in a marriage that was causing her so much mental and emotional pain. The divorce marked the end of a tumultuous period in the Duggar family's history. In Anna's situation, it was a step toward regaining control over her life and figuring out how to get over the pain she had previously endured. Although Anna's divorce was undoubtedly difficult for her and her kids, it also gave her the opportunity to start again according to her own choices and preferences. Moving forward in the future, as Anna Duggar continues her life, the public will continue to watch her closely. She was regarded for many years as a devoted wife who stuck by her husband despite the controversy he was involved in and the pain he caused. Many people are eager to see how she will rebuild her life and what lies ahead for her as she embarks on a new chapter in her life. For the remainder of his life, Josh Duggar will be plagued by the consequences of his choices. His reputation has been permanently damaged as a result of the public revelation of the scandals, and it is unclear what his future holds. Anna's choice to file for divorce from him is a powerful illustration of the terrible toll that years of betrayal and abuse can take on a person, particularly for someone who is deeply religious. The fact that Anna filed for divorce from Josh is proof that the Duggar family's story has reached a crucial turning point, but they have a long way to go in their trip. Anna will no longer be remembered as the loyal wife who supported her husband no matter what. She will instead be seen as a lady who has found the inner strength necessary to overcome the shade her past has put over her and create a more optimistic future for herself and her kids.